Hey yo, it's time to roar, get loud, let's ignite. Jeremy B in the house, we keeping it tight. Every weekday at 11, we ready to ride. Lions Talk Live, come and join the pride. Waking up early, it's that morning grind. Tune in to the show, leave the troubles behind. Jeremy B's the king, with the voice like thunder. Every word he spits, it's a lyrical wonder. Got the lions around, sharp and fierce. When we hear one pride, you can't help but feel your heart pierce. Talking all the topics, keep it real, keep it raw. With a lion's mentality, we're ready for the roar. One pride, it feels right. Jeremy B bringing the heat, morning light. Every weekday at 11 we taking flight. Lions Talk Alive, yeah, we ready to bite. One pride, hear us loud. Jeremy's in the zone, making us proud.
This is a Huddle Sports Network broadcast. You can find us on Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, Facebook, and of course YouTube. Get all your NFL news here first.
Good afternoon. It is Lions Talk with Smoke and Jeremy B. How is everybody doing? Yeah, we got MDE, Noontime Nostradamus. What is up, SJB and everyone? Well, we do have breaking news on the NFL front, and no, it's not good. Rashee Rice and his longtime partner, she just filed a lawsuit against him. The mother of his children. Per TMZ, the lawsuit accuses Rice of choking, strangling, scratching, hitting, and headbutting her over a nightmare 19-month period. Rashee Rice is at it again, and lo and behold, it's a Chiefs wide receiver or tailback in the news beating the crap out of his wife. Might as well say wife. They live together. They have children together. What is wrong with people today? What is wrong with these guys? First, it was Tyreek Hill. Actually, before them, it was Kareem Hunt. They brought him back. Tyreek Hill, you're a Chief. That's what's going to happen. And it's disgusting. Good to see you, Nick Burton. That's the breaking news this morning. That and rumors in Tampa that a couple of people that have ties with one, Terrion Arnold, got arrested for armed robbery and kidnapping charges, but not saying he's a part of it. And I love how some media just digs to find anything. It could be somebody he went to middle school with, or somebody that was the third stringer on the Alabama Roll Tide team, Crimson Tide. You don't know. They left out those details. They just said he has ties to Terrion Arnold. Let's not make it look like he's a part of something, because that's disgusting. Bringing a young man down who's actually moved here to Michigan, started to improve and play really well last season. From week 5 until he got hurt, he was one of the best corners in the league, had one of the best passer ratings against, only had one penalty, and that wasn't even I think it was a defensive holding, not pass interference. Technically had 3 interceptions in that time, but 2 of them got called back. One on a late hit by Hutch that was questionable, and the other one was the one when Branch got stupid and lowered his head on a guy that was just running a route. So he ended up with only 1 staying on the stat sheet all year. And kudos to him for getting his first interception in his second year in the league, because there's guys that didn't get interceptions until their 3rd or 4th year. Olympic medal counts. We have an update. Norway is sitting at 15 golds, 8 silvers, and 10 bronze with a total of 33. Italy has 9 gold, 4 silvers, 12 bronze at 25. United States of America is in 3rd place with 7 gold, 11 silvers, 6 bronze for a total of 24. The next one down is France with 6 gold, 7 silver, and 4 bronze at 17, and then it just drops off from there. Sweden's falling back faster than girls next to a Navy base on payday for $10. But Rashee Rice, I don't know what it is, and it's an awful thing that's going on that, we're hearing about a 3rd player having domestic violence stuff happen with them. And it's kind of disgusting. domestic violence should not be accepted anywhere, even by the victim. And there's a lot of victims who do accept it. it I don't get this. I just don't get it. And yes, they have announced that that young lady will be the poster child for Cialis. You know who I'm talking about. That one. Oh, I think Edwards got it right. So, what else do you guys want to talk about? Because there's a lot going on right now. Guys with ties to Terry Arnold got in trouble in Tampa. Oh well. Um, Rasheed Rice is a bigger piece of shit than we thought. But she's not going after him criminally. Oh God, I wish. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. There's been issues with YouTube for the last 48 hours. There was a Well, that's not true because look, Kareem Hunt went to the Browns because he did that to his wife and a guy at the bar, and then comes back to the Chiefs. And yes, I wish I would. And yeah, RBF. I don't know what's going on with the other one either. I think they're pushing more towards the phone, and I hate it. Um, there's a lot of old school people that watch stuff on their computers or tablets too. And I'm just kind of disgusted with the whole women beating thing. As much as I've been through in my life, I've never raised a hand to a woman other than when we were kids and me and my sister would actually fight with each other like siblings do, because that was a different thing. But as far as a stranger, if I ever socked a woman, my dad would have kicked my ass. If my mom didn't whip me with the belt while I waited for him. Yeah, I was raised in that era where men were men and women were men. Didn't it left out all that details, Gab. I all they said ties. They didn't say it happened at the house where he rents. It didn't say any of that. And the ex girlfriend is now Dakota Jones. This is disgusting. Yeah, it is terrible. For some reason, it's coming up here, but not everywhere else. Pac Babe is here. Good morning. See, I missed half these stats. I've been sitting here watching it the whole time, and half of these comments don't even come through. For the rest of you, there. Yeah, the soundboard works again.
Nice.
I seen one report and it says people that have ties committed armed robbery and assault. It didn't say roommate. It didn't say it happened to his roommate. It didn't say it happened by roommates. It said people who have ties. That means they could be somebody that he went to middle school with that he hasn't talked to in 20 years. So I don't want to speculate it's anything more than what it is. I haven't seen an arrest report. All I saw is one report. Two people that have ties to Terrion Arnold have been arrested for assault and armed robbery in Tampa. So where does Derek Carr end up now that he's unretired? Somebody said he wants to go to the Jets, and that makes about as much sense as wiping your ass and taking a shit. Why go from one defunct franchise to another defunct franchise to another defunct franchise? I've also heard that this team's top two targets is actually Carr and Cousins, and it's the Vikings, and that makes perfect sense because they're done with JJ. That was made announced at the end of season pressers, right after the Super Bowl was done. And right after that, they fired their GM. That's how bad they thought JJ was. So do two different sites reporting that Dakota Jones is suing Rasheed Rice. See, I like it when they put a name to it. It makes it more real. Uh, we're not going to get very many views on X because, let's face it, X is falling apart. They've lost something with StreamYard and it's not allowing it to go live. The Facebook side, I see stuff every now and then, and now YouTube is screwing up. It's not StreamYard. I want to make people aware of this. It is YouTube, and it's disgusting. I don't know why they can't get it right. That being said, let's get back into this. We're 12 minutes in. It is a work day. I've left my bacon upstairs. I was going to bring it down because I was trying to eat breakfast this morning. But it is so great to see people here that come every day. Brent DeWitt, Steve Bauer, Nick Burton, MDE, Gaviscon. It's good to see you. I believe in all the trade rumors we're hearing and the free agent targets we're hearing about as much as I believe that Santa Claus is going to bring me a present this year, or that the Easter Bunny is going to bring me hard-boiled eggs. JJ was a handoff merchant. He barely threw the ball 25 times the last 8 games of the Michigan season. He is not good. And he had 5 interceptions in those 5 games, too, while limited in throwing. He doesn't read defense as well. He's okay on short to mid-range passes. Horrible on screens to the left, which we saw this season. And if he's put under pressure, he folds. Worse than Sam Darnold. He never should have been drafted in the first round. Never. Never should have been a first rounder. He should have been drafted in the 3rd round or later. I said he was a day 3 pick coming out. He had 3 great throws on the combine out of 10, and people raved about him. No, they're going to stick with Shaduki and roll the dice and watch him fail. Michigan had a team around JJ is why he won. We averaged 300 yards rushing in those games and 102 yards passing. I and most of that went to, I believe it was Ronnie Bell at the time. And last night, Kyrie Irving got hurt. He's out for the season in basketball. So it is what it is. Shaduki Sanders will be the Browns starting quarterback, even though his first game in a 7-on-7 Pro Bowl, first throw in a 7-on-7 flag football game at the Pro Bowl was an interception that should have been a pick six if the other guy didn't hold somebody. But it's that time for me to do what MDE loves to say, put those three wonderful words in the chat. I know it takes a minute for it to get there. Let me see it. Sorry, I was never a fan of JJ's even when he was at Michigan. Cade McNamara was actually a better quarterback than JJ. But I think, well, all right. Looks like we got some trade offers already. 17 for 118 and 23. No. Ooh, 28 and 69. Kind of like that. But sure, I'm going to take it. We need a third round pick. Nope, not taking any of it. Okay, this is that situation I said where, you have that drop off at tackle and you'd have to go way down. I'm taking the guy that I think is the best guard this draft. Vega Ione. Yeah, I'm not taking either one of those either. I'm not going any further down. You know what I mean? All these guys, none of them. Isaiah World's a right tackle. Drew Shelton's a left tackle. That's the way I'll go. I don't mind that. I lose the 223 and get 199. Oh, they took my edge. Those bastards. But Anthony Lucas is still here, who's a damn fine one. Yeah, 6'5", 267. That is Hutch in size and weight. And he's still here. And we got picked sooner, so he's not there. I don't like Rashawn Berry. Matter of fact, I don't like a lot of the Michigan kids this year in the draft. I just don't feel they're a fit. I'm doubling down because I waited. Now it's do that one. Wow, that's worth it. I'm sorry. I'm taking this deal. Taylor Oneidem, one of the undersized ones. Aaron Hall, undersized. Davian Harris, big boy. Let's go offense. Let's draft another one just to be safe. Nah, go tight end. Dylan Villari, 6'4", 243, not a really a burner, not a route runner. Bo Kircher, he's one of the one that's a two-phase PE. Sound blocker, lacking, he fits best as a tight end 2 or 3, which we have Laporta. Now let's go into QB. Jack Strand is gone. I waited too long. Chip Trey Inham's here. I know who I'm not taking. Let's start looking at sizes. Nothing. Tommy Castellanos not getting Nick's brother or cousin or whatever it is. Grayson James. No, nothing there. Maverick Mickelmore. Jacob Clark. Tyron Drone. 6'2", 3, 6'2". Again. That's two of them back to back with the exact same size. That must be 6'3", 225. Hey, something changed. Miller Moss, 6'1", 211. Haynes King out of Georgia Tech. This guy I heard good things about down there at the East-West Shrine Bowl. Heard nothing of any of these guys. I usually know something about some of these lesser guys, but there's no one. Squirrel White, 5'9", 167. Could be a kick returner. I like looking for funny names when you get late in the draft like this. Jaleel Farouk. Shamar Savage. That sounds like a name. Turn it into 12 picks. What the hell? I decided to go trade happy. Who is the worst him in the NFL? I don't understand what him is. Hmm. But let's go ahead and stop sharing, get back to the view that I like, and let's download this latest mock. Mock draft 55, people. We're moving right along. My noon shows are for mock drafts. My night shows are not. Vega Ione. Uh, Worst GM? Oh, there's plenty. Yeah, you could probably say the Raiders because it's Mark Davis. You could probably say the Cowboys because it's been Jerry Jones. Uh, Cleveland. Hell, Pittsburgh was been making boneheaded picks for years. Their best pick lately was J.J. Watt, and there's been a lot of okay ones since. Choosing Kenny Pickett over Tyler Linderbaum was probably the stupidest thing they ever did. Uh, Trevor Belke of the Jags, even though lately he's been doing better, he started out horrible. Ray Rice, Baltimore running back in the day. Yeah, he was the first one to be in. We got one of the best. I will not say he's the best. Till we win a Super Bowl, with him at the helm as GM, he's not the best. Howie Roseman right now is probably the best, followed by Les Snead, followed by the guy in Seattle, and then John Lynch, because they've gotten to the Super Bowl. Remember, they beat us. So I try not to sugarcoat things when it comes to our Lions. We have a top 5 GM. We do not have the best GM. So Vega, Ione of Penn State, Vega Ione, is our pick at 28. Logan Jones, 50. Drew Shelton, offensive tackle out of Penn State at 69. Anthony Lucas, edge, USC. Deshaun Singleton, safety, Nebraska. Tariq Sapp, edge, Florida. Ephesians Prysock, cornerback, Washington. Kendall Daniels, linebacker, Oklahoma. Nate Bolkercher, tight end, Texas A&M. Chip Trayanum, running back, Toledo. Ethan Kaliakmanis, quarterback, Rutgers. And Shamar Stewart, wide receiver, Jackson State. You know what is in there? 100% Division I teams. No small schools. Toledo's considered a small school, but they're Division I in the MAC, and the MAC plays defense, and he is the wrecking back. So I like this. More well-rounded. 12 picks. Didn't trade for future picks. I just traded back and amassed picks. Everybody, in 4 years, it would suck, other than the first rounder that we could give a fifth round exception to. And I'm not saying we should do this. I traded back because I wanted to see what I could get. And then when the guy that I wanted wasn't there, I traded back again. Oh, thank you. I take what's offered. I don't negotiate deals. And I don't mind trading back. I hate trading up. Trading up costs you future draft access. One of these times I'll try to trade up into the top 5. Just to see what would happen, so we can make sure we get Francis Mauagawa, and wait till you see what we have to give up. But with us accepting the void years of DJ Reader and Alex Anzalone, they're as good as gone. Pat Mahomes just restructured his contract, saving the team $34.8 million. Your turn, Goff. It's your turn. He's only going to make $35 million this year. Follow suit. If the team that has won 3 Super Bowls and was a 2-time Super Bowl MVP can accept $35 million a year, you can too. Get her done, Brad Holmes. Try every day to be a better person than you were the day before. That's the only way to make the world a better place. It starts right here. Much love to everybody in the chat. Horrible news about Rasheed Rice. Horrible news about the people with ties to Terrion Arnold. And I say that with loose quotation marks, because if it was anybody close to him, it would say Terrion Arnold is implicated with people that have ties to him. I just want to clear that up, because the media puts words in there to trigger people. They divide us. They make us want to hate people. And we can't do that. What this world needs now is love, not hate. Try every day to be a better person than you were the day before. That's the only way to make the world a better place. It starts right here. Much love. We're out.
The story
This is a Huddle Sports Network broadcast. You can find us on Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, Facebook, and of course YouTube. Get all your NFL news here first.